Buckeye Nation. What's poppin'? I haven't been live a whole lot recently. Buckeye recruiting has kind of slowed down. You know, they've lost out on some pretty good recruits, mainly because of opportunities elsewhere. Definitely not because of money, right? Gotta love the way the college world is nowadays. Damn near like just going to the damn highest bidder. But earlier today, we got some major news in the college football world. Of course, everyone's been keeping an eye on the cheating scandal from the team up north, right? And of course, I had to wear the choke shirt. How fitting. Apparently, earlier today, the I guess NCAA released a draft. Yeah, keyword is a draft. It's not the actual thing, but it's like a little appetizer for us haters, right? Something to get us excited, thinking, uh-oh, here we go. It's like before a volcano erupts, you get the tremors and the smoke thing billowing out, right? You don't just get a big old boom immediately. No, 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 no. You get tremors, you get a little earthquake. Maybe the geysers be spewing out hot air and everything, right? And then it's like the buildup. And then before you know it, boom, the volcano blows. Consider this the tremors. The I guess what other comparison? Maybe I think that's a good one, right? Maybe like if you're into meteors and stuff. These are like the small little meteors that be hitting the ground before the big one comes in and just wipes out everything. It's pretty much what this is. It's like, hey yo, you're in trouble. This is pretty much what you did, right? So earlier today, ESPN obtained the notice of allegations, as according to let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Okay, from ESPN College Football on Twitter, and I quote: "New head coach Sharon Moore is one of seven, yeah, seven members from the 2023 football program accused of violating NCAA rules in a draft of the NCAA's notice of allegations obtained by ESPN." And then here's a little blurb from ESPN. Here's what it says, and I quote: "The draft, which could be subject to change, states Moore could face a show cause penalty and possibly a suspension. A suspension? This would be the third suspension that a Team Up North coach has faced in the last 2 years. That's tough. That is really tough. Wow. For allegedly deleting a thread of 52 text messages with former I'm not going to say that damn freaking school's name. You know me. Staffer Connor Stallions in October 2023, on the same day that media reports revealed Stallions was leading an effort to capture the play calling signals of future opponents. And apparently, they were paying for like 58 different, was it games or something like that? I was like, what the heck? I mean, it's nuts what they've been doing. Moore, who took over as the Wolverines head coach in January after serving as their offensive coordinator for several seasons, is wow. Well, they consider him a repeat violator by the NCAA because in August 2023, he negotiated a resolution to claim that he contacted recruits during the COVID-19 recruiting dead period. He's a bad boy. The new allegations against Moore are part of the long-anticipated notice of allegations related to Stallions' off-campus scouting operation. As far as who else could be in on this, Some other guys, of course, Jim Harbaugh's on it, of course. Chris Partridge, Denard Robinson, and Stallions are also accused of committing level 1 violations, the most serious category in the NCAA's enforcement process. Essentially, they were out here committing football felonies. Damn! People get fired over that stuff. According to the draft, due to its pattern of non-compliance with the football program, not even cooperating. Out here doing football felonies and they're not even cooperating. I mean, they definitely they up to no good. Because if you weren't up to no good, you'd have no reason not to comply, right? I got nothing to hide. Check us out. Here's my phones, my computers, my books, everything. Check me. I'm good. Nah, they're not complying. That's sus. He's not complying with the football feds. Oh my god. Bruh. The school also faces a level 1 violation charge according to the draft due to its pattern. Okay, yeah. With the football program and institutional efforts to hinder or thwart the NCAA's investigation. Man, they hiding stuff. Former coaches Jesse Minter and Steve Clinkscale are also accused of recruiting violations unrelated to Stallions in the draft. Okay. So they've been bad and they're acting up and they're trying to hide stuff from the NCAA. Right? Now, what's really funny too, right? For anyone who remembers the Connor Stallions thing when it first popped off, well, how about this? From Dan Murphy. And I quote, NCAA investigators determined that Connor Stallions was on the sidelines wearing a disguise during the Central Michigan at Michigan State game last fall, according to the draft. No info provided on how he got a bench pass. And for those really wondering, there's the picture in question. We first saw this picture right after like this whole thing started, right? Immediately people were like, yo, that's Connor. It took some people like 10 seconds, if that, but that's Connor. What's he doing at Central Michigan? I know the Triple was like administration was like, yeah, we're gonna look into that. Sure enough, he was there. Of course he was there. We saw that like in the first 10 seconds when they showed the picture. Like we could all see that. Even a blind man could see that. Like, come on. And they're out here denying stuff, and they got this dude out here acting all sus on another team's sideline. Bet you the CMU freaking football staff was like, yo, who is this guy? Who the heck is this guy? Or in the words of The Rock, who in the blue hell are you? Probably just came up with some. He probably just come up with some crazy fake name like I'm here. Um, bleeding. Something stupid. What's up, Hummus? As I heard Connor Stallions was seen in Paris wearing a beret with a French mustache scouting the Swedish synchronized swimming team. Oh my god. He was probably the ones with the drones with the Canadian team. Boom. There you go. Exposed. Man. And it's so funny because I go on Twitter, right? And of course, Team Up North fans are denying. They're like, oh, it's against us. Out. Like, you're caught red handed. You were caught in 4K. Like, they got you. You know, Buckeyes and other fan bases are like, yo, man, you're screwed. Your goose is cooked, bro. Us Buckeye fans, we have the whole term, the hammer's about to drop, right? And you're like, there's no hammer. Nah. Nothing's gonna happen. It's like, okay. Sure enough, notice of allegations have come out, and it's gonna be bad. As far as the penalties that I expect, well, definitely vacated wins, and I bet you those wins that they've gotten over us the last couple years will be gone. So all that trash talking for nothing. And their precious national championship, get an asterisk next to it. It'll be labeled a fraudulent championship, just like the Astros won in 2017. Right? Mickey Mouse charity, right? I mean, honestly, the NCAA was probably like, yo, we'll let you have this one because it's not going to last long anyway. So just like hug that title tightly because it ain't going to be yours for long. It'll be vacated, if I had to guess. Man, I just cannot wait for that tweet from ESPN officially announcing the punishments, which will include suspensions to most of that staff. Because, of course, when Harbaugh left, they didn't clean house, they promoted from within. So, yeah, a lot of that staff is probably getting suspended for most of, possibly even most of the season. Look at what happened to Jim Tressel and those guys when the tattoo thing came out. I mean, heck, look at Kentucky. Kentucky was just hit with stuff because their players had jobs. They were getting paid for jobs they weren't even working. Yeah. They had to vacate a couple of seasons of worth of wins, I think it was. What was it, like 2 seasons or 1 season worth of wins? We had to vacate wins for tattoos. Imagine what's going to happen to them. I mean, they're going to have at least 3 seasons worth of wins just wiped off the map. Oh my God. I am here for it too. What are their fans going to say when that tweet drops announcing the punishment, right? Sharon Moore is getting suspended for sure, as well as most of that staff. And someone mentioned this on Twitter. Wouldn't that mean that Tony Alford, wouldn't that make him the coach or something? Or no? Because he might be one of the only coaches not suspended. It's crazy. If he somehow becomes the coach and he has to go into the horseshoe to face his old team, the team that he essentially bolted from. Oh boy, that that would be something. I don't know what's gonna happen. All I know is punishments are coming. I doubt they will skid past this. I'll be shocked if they get anything light because I've seen it like people saying they ruined the integrity of the game with their cheating thing. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be able to get out of this. And it's like, and now all you Team Up North fans, if you just look above your head, you will see the enormous ass hammer just dangling, and it's just like just waiting, and then eventually, yeah, I mean that thing's gonna hit, and then at least 3 seasons worth of wins are gonna go gone, or as however long they want to go with it. Probably as long as the cheating was happening, which could be a couple seasons worth. And most likely, those wins against us are going to go as well, which is tough because they were talking a lot of crap over those wins, right? I mean, it's easy to beat a team when you know what's coming, right? Damn. But, have to wait and see what happens. You know, when it's officially announced, you know what's going to go down. I'll be right here laughing and soaking in their misery. Yep. Because we all know if this was us in their shoes right now, every news station in the area, ESPN, every major sports network would have a TV van parked outside the Woody Hayes Athletic Facility, waiting every day. They'd get a live report what's going down. So all I'm just gonna say is this: to any Wolverine fans watching, screw you guys, but just know that hammer's gonna drop. Who knows when it'll drop? But when it does, ooh wee, just be ready to get swarmed by these other fan bases. You know, because everybody's coming after you pretty much for that. Especially us Buckeye fans. Yep, especially us. Who knows? Like I said, when that hammer will drop, it could drop next week, next month, heck, next year. Who knows? Just know, sooner or later, that hammer will drop. It's just sitting there, just ominous. Just imagine a small little village, right? And you just look, and there's this ginormous hammer just hurt right there, just ready to boom and crush the village, just wipe out everything. That's what's probably going to happen. The village, of course, representing all the wins that they had. Oh man, just thinking about what happened to other teams that had had this bad stuff happen, and they've had wins vacated, coaches suspended, scholarships reduced, which will happen most likely as well. Yeah, wins vacated, a bowl ban, scholarships reduced, suspensions to coaches and other staffers that were involved. Yeah, it's going to be bad. Now, Wolverine fans can deny all they want, say, oh, nothing's going to happen. It'll be just a hefty fine. Yeah, you're going to probably get fined too. Mm-hmm. And also, those staffers that are suspended or fired will have to find a new job. Probably not in the football field, because nobody going to be able to trust them. You know, are you going to actually be able to do things the right way, or are you going to cheat again? Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Come on here, figured for a little bit. About 20 minutes. Not too bad. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But Buckeye football is coming back soon. They're in camp now. I'm loving what I'm seeing. I'm going to give them a few days and then I'll probably go live or something to talk about what I've seen during camp. I mean, I guess I could give my brief little synopsis on what I've seen. I mean, Jeremiah Smith is looking like him. He's going to play a lot, I think, this year. Defense is looking as good as ever. I mean, they're out here making plays every freaking practice session. Will Howard has looked good. I think he might be in the driver's seat to be the guy when it comes to starting quarterback. I think it could end up being him. Julian and those other guys, I think they're gonna put up a good fight, but I think it'll end up being Will, because this veteran leadership and stuff is gonna help us out big time. He's been in every big situation. He's been in a conference title game. He's been in hostile environments. He won't be shaken by, the situations that we're going to be facing. And he's going to have one hell of an arsenal to work with, too. Speaking of the arsenal, the offense is looking good. Offensive line is holding its own, which is nice. Seth McLaughlin has been snapping the ball really well. That's a good thing to see, right? I don't think there's been many problems with snaps so far. Hope that continues. Hopefully they can maintain their good snapping. Because Alabama fans were trolling us about that when McLaughlin officially announced he was coming to Ohio State. They're like, oh, are you ready for bad snaps? Oh, okay. We'll see what happens. And so far, he's been good. Hope he keeps it up. But yeah, I'll do a whole stream talking about the team at some point, especially once we get closer to the season. And then we start finding out who's probably going to be starting and stuff. Which by now I'm pretty sure we already know who's pretty much starting. But yeah. So it's going to wrap it up for this one. Buckeye football is almost back. Before you know it, I'll be doing my thing on the main channel for Ohio State and Akron. That'll be fun. You know I'll be live for that. It won't be much of a game. I mean, it could be so bad to where we end up watching Julian Sayin and those guys on the field. We're talking about like third or even fourth stringers. That's how bad it'll probably be. But so that's all I got for you guys tonight. Have a good rest of your night. But yeah, I'm Bucking. I'm Crazy Dog on the Bucking Crazy YouTube channel. Feels good doing a live stream on here again. Probably do another one soon, like I said. Previewing the team, and of course, I gotta do my season predictions. You already know. But with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog coming at you as always on the Bucking Crazy YouTube channel. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that bell if you've enjoyed the stream. And Buckeye football is almost back, and I cannot wait. So it's time for retribution. With that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go, Bucks. OH. I'm out. See you guys later. Bye-bye.